Keep it in the ball bag, baby. Must protect the penis from the demons in the night. She be crawling through my dreams, got the semen in her sights. She's a fiend for the sea, but she ain't taking it from me. You can drool, you can grind, but you make me deprived. Yeah, whisper, just give it, boy, come on, let me in. That sweet scent making my cucumber rise from the dead. A bite of my baguette. Enough said, she wants my big salami stick inside her pink pastrami mitts. I pull back, chest puff, cucumber standing tall, no mercy, no surrender. She ain't getting my all. She's a fiend for the sea, but she ain't taking it from me. You can drool, you can grind, but you make me deprived. You ain't getting my seed. Oh, you ain't getting my seed. Yeah. Tight, that sweet scent lifting my joystick from the dead tonight. She grinding close, whispering, come taste the heat. I wink, I slide, I say, nah, babe, can't feed this treat. She bites her lip, her eyes flash, wants a piece of the meat. Pulls me to the shadow, dripping hot, no regret, she reaches. Hands hungry, crazed on lust, trying to make me bust. Still I say, don't touch, I shake my head. Chest puff, hold my crown, my creed. She can sweat, she can scream, but she ain't getting my seed. I won't sink into your thighs. Keep them pink bits in your tights. You be leaning on my ass, but the feeling isn't right. She's a fiend for the sea, but she ain't taking it from me. You can drool, you can grind, but you make me deprived. You ain't getting my seed. Oh, you ain't getting my seed. Yeah.
Hi, I am Kim Kardashian. You are now listening to TSLK Radio, the hottest retainer in the game.
What up, fellas? How's everybody doing tonight, bro?
In my young days, I was fiending on the streets. Ladies all around, lost in between the sheets. Monday to Sunday, full-time player known as the #1. Pong-tang slayer, high-grade charm. For them 8th grade kittens locked in on the booty with my x-ray vision. A young heartbreaker of my time, always taking nines. John Mayer in his prime, but as time passed, all that busting caught up, burning out fast. Mojo got the cut, losing seed at breakneck speed. Couldn't keep up, it was breaking.
I ain't never gonna relapse, never gonna really lapse again. Keep the power in my B-labs, my beeswax, the gold that I'm holding me. I ain't never gonna relapse, never gonna relapse again. Keep the power in my beanbags, my beeswax, the gold that I'm holding in.
I lost a lot of juice and I knew I had to bring it back. A good friend of mine said, keep it in your sack. Cause when you lose your semen, you lose your being, along with everything you believe in. Trust me, it's bad, but it could be worse. So retain your seed and you'll beat the curse. Didn't believe him at first, but the life came back to my guns. Feet back on the earth, could feel us packing.
I ain't never gonna relapse, never gonna relapse again. Keep the power in my beanbags, my beeswax, the gold that I'm holding in. I ain't never gonna relapse, never gonna relapse again. Keep the power in my beanbags, my beeswax, the gold that I'm holding in. Oh yeah, baby, no more busting up. nuts all over the place. Na 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 na. Oh yeah, baby. No more busting nuts all over the place. Na 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 na. Oh yeah, baby. No more busting nuts all over the place. Na 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 na.
Yo, what up, fellas? What up, fellas? How's everybody doing tonight, man? I hope everybody's doing well, bro. It's your main man, bro, checking in, back in the building again, the Shaved Lion King. And I'm here to talk to you guys, man, because I'm up on 1,500. Can I repeat that, bro? 1,500 days of stacking my liquid gold, bro, of building my chi, of building my life force energy, of building up all of this OGIS, all of these things that these people out here in the real world have no idea of, the miraculous gifts and powers that you obtain when you are retaining your seed. And this is why they come in jealous, low vibrational, always putting negative comments in the comment section trying to get some attention, because about an hour ago they was on those busted ass kneecaps, bro, with that cracked phone screen iPhone 6 with the duct tape all over the camera lens, linked all the way back, bro, releasing they seed in that cheap ass McDonald's napkin, bro. And now they up here in a Real Retainers live stream, man, trying to get their energy back, man. It's a shame what's going on out here, bro. I can't even front to you guys, man. I can't even front, bro, on how sad the society is, bro. I can't front, bro, on how sad our community has done turned out. Cause man, look, man, when you're up on this type of a streak, when you're high vibrational, bro, when you're up here in this consciousness, bro, I'm in my own world. Okay, I'm in my own world, man, and you got all these people up here trying to throw the salt, man, like it's gonna bother me. Listen, man, I'm doing this out of my heart. I'm up here, done accomplished many big things, bro, all while being held back. They have no idea that a channel like mine has been held back since the conception, because I've been on here the minute I got the views, I started telling the truth. And they don't understand, for the last 5 years, man, they've been trying to hide the king, bro, because I tell the truth. I unlock people's minds. I make you think. I make you go investigate. I make you do things, man, that you never would do out of your own consciousness, bro, because I am the fire, bro. I am an Aries. I am the fire sign, bro. Okay, I am fully tapped in to who I am, man. And this is why I'm so good at my job. And all you haters be coming back here, man, just showing me, man, that you care about me, man. I welcome the haters, bro.
If there's any haters in here right now that don't have nobody to hate on, feel free to hate on me. Sit back there and say my hair ain't luxurious when you know it is, bitch.
This is what these fools be doing, man, thinking they go come in here and hate on a king, bro. Okay, they don't understand. They seem to have skipped every single session that we have had in this classroom over the last 5 years. Everything we done learned, everything that we done found out that was true, bro, that legitimizes the things that we are doing here in this retention community. And they want to come here, bro, and make themselves obviously ignorant to everything that we done taught. Listen, I have accomplished so much on retention, bro. Okay, I'm a master in my life. Okay, there's not very many people that can say that. There's not very many people that will even be able to put that together and say it out of their mouth, because to them it won't make sense. They have no idea what it's like to be a master. They have no idea what it's like to go into deepest, darkest parts of your soul, bro, and then come out an enlightened being with all of this information, all this knowledge, all this wisdom, be able to come up here and inspire the next man to go on their journey and show them, bro, that it's so much more beautiful on the other side. What have I accomplished, bro? I'm a full-blown philosopher up here, man. I have my own classroom, bro. I done created a craft so powerful. I'm magnetic. I can contract any person I want in my life, bro. There's about 6 things that I just named right there, and I'm gonna keep going, bro. I've unlocked so much in my life, bro. I have abilities that some of you guys will never ever be able to tap in because you think this is a joke. It ain't a joke, bro. All the information that we done read, are you gonna sit up here and negate every single information that is out there about all of these powerful people, man, who were here before us, who left all these remarkable inventions, left all of this literature? You're gonna sit here and try to tell me that all of that is cap, and then we have all of these thousands of people in the semen retention community who actually have tried to practice, actually have seen some benefits, just because they're not one of the super retainers like myself who are going on this long term trying to find out all the possibilities that a man can achieve. Just because they haven't done that, just because they haven't signed up for this exploration that I have, and this is the reason why I get so much respect from the community, and you wonder why you coming in here trying to persuade everybody in the comment section and they looking at you like you's a goof troop, because that's what you is. You have no idea, bro, on the type of abilities that I have gained. I'm up here a master at the flow. Shout out to my man Master the Flow, bro. I'm a master of the flow, bro. Okay, I'm up here in full control of my avatar. All my chakras are aligned, bro. I have the ability to take this creative energy wherever I go and be able to manifest whatever I want. I done turned around my whole life, bro. Okay, what we're doing here, man, we're doing this spiritual practice of retention, man, where we're going within, man, and we're keeping all of the energy, man, that the outside world needs to create life. Instead of giving it all out, man, we being stingy, man, and we lighting our own flame within. And this flame within, bro, is so contagious. When other people start to hear it, it can start to ignite demons. It can start to ignite dormant gifts in people, man, who might not have think that they was tapped in. This is the special ability of retention. These are all the things that I have accomplished. I am a beacon. I am a leader of light. I have made and solidified my position, bro. I am a legend, and there is nothing that you can do about it. Okay, all you can do is sit back and hate that you can't come up here on a microphone, push live, bro, go off the top of the dome and be able to speak the truth. My throat chakra is unlocked. I'm on top of the game. There is nothing that you can do, and this is why YouTube and all of you YouTubes are out there trying to hold me back, because we already know the society is controlled. I've already broke it down in the live streams. We already know social media is controlled. I've already broke it down in the live streams, and you can see why somebody like me, who got more talent than all of these fools that you are subscribed to, but yet you find yourself coming back to my videos all the time, whether it's either to give me my flowers or to leave some hate. You don't seem to understand, bro, that all good attention, all negative attention is still attention. That's energy coming towards me, and all that's going to do is that a being like me is give me more energy to come out here and defeat little enemies like you, bro. You don't seem to understand on who you're dealing with. Okay, I am a master. Okay, I have accomplished so many things since I've been on semen retention, and the longer I go, things keep getting better. So when I sit here and tell you that my 1,500 days have been nothing but super remarkable, I am not capping, bro. Okay, I am living the life, man. I'm attracting so much, bro. There's so many people out there who are attracted to me based off of what I am and what I am doing. You don't seem to understand this because you so low vibrational. All right, I have so much to be thankful for on semen retention, bro. I have so much to be looking forward to, man, because every day I wake up, I'm positive. I'm helping people, bro. I'm showing people, bro, that there's a way out of this matrix, and the way out of this matrix, man, is, like I said, is to go within, cultivate your sexual life force energy, bro, transmute it, bro, and then go out to the world and fertilize the ground and watch the other trees blossom and grow, man, and how everybody out here going going to grow and glow, and we all going to create a harmonic type of residence in this world, and we're going to change the tides, and we're going to leave all you negative people where you belong, bro, which is beneath us, okay? Because everything that I do in this community is coming from a positive standpoint, okay? Everything that I do is from love. It's from my higher self, man. And this is why I'm blessed with the gift. I'll never fall off, bro, as long as I keep retaining my seed and keep being true to myself. And this is what I'm proving to y'all, man. You can't let people out here in the society, man, who are obviously depleted and defeated come into your life and try to tell you otherwise. When you getting all the hints, man, and you getting all the signs to understand that you doing the right thing. We talk about we live in a fallen world. We live in a world full of traps. Live in a world full of temptations. And every day we go outside that door, this is what we are displayed. Instead, we're out here being the king of the land. We're out here slaying these demons, bro. All right. By keeping our energy aligned and balanced, man. And now we are living the life that we were meant to be. Okay. This is the objective of this game. It's called self-mastery, bro. And there is nothing more greater when you get to a point in your life, man, when you can become this ultimate orchestrator of your life, bro. Okay. You have no issues holding you back. Like I said, I am a master of the flow, bro. And in a world like this, you're going to get plenty of hate because people out there cannot reproduce what you do because they don't understand that they have to go within. Okay. This isn't something that you can go pay for. This isn't something that you can just go and, subscribe to and get the remedy, bro. This is something that you are going to truly have to put in the work, man, to be rewarded. And everybody that we've seen have put in this work, bro, have become some of the greatest leaders of our time. And unfortunately, in a world and the society that we live in today, man, we told you, man, they don't want this type of information to rise. So what in the heck you think's going to happen to somebody like me? I'm going to become a target. I'm going to become somebody that they do not want to grow. But yet and still, I could go around, and this is what we're going to do today. I'm going to go around. I'm going to show you all of these channels, bro, who got way more subscribers than me, man. And they can't even get the viewage as me. All you have to do, man, is put the mathematical equations together, and you'll be able to understand that they are not showing my channel. And my channel is highly valuable because I have the same people who come in and day out, express their appreciation and gratitude towards me, which gives me the energy to keep on going and keep on creating. Okay, I'm going to be able to take my information and monetize it wherever I go. I have audio books. I have enough information to create plenty of different books. I have so many connections. I have so many different things and possibilities that are going on in my life, man. All I'm doing is sitting back and being patient and taking my time. I'm not out here rushing, bro. I'm not out here forcing nothing. I'm out here living in the moment of life. And this is why I'm always going to have the success that some of you haters out there wish that you can have. You always going to be jealous and envious of me, bro, because I have reached kinghood. And all I've tried to do is teach you guys how to do this. All I've tried to do is show you guys that all it takes is a little bit of investment of your time, a little bit of hard work, a little bit of discipline, man. And you can become that man on the top of the mountain, okay? But instead, you want to use your energy for negative purposes. You want to be low vibrational. You want to come into the comment section, bro, and try to show exactly where you are in your frequency. And I told you that is going to do nothing but hinder you. While you're sitting here worried about what I'm doing, what did you do with your life? What did you do for the last 5 years? Okay. And I'm proving to you guys that these guys have done nothing. Okay, they have stayed stagnant, okay, and they're exposing themselves, bro, in 2026, bro, in a year where all the fakes are being called out. As we see here on social media, bro, we see all the different communities are going through all their little spiritual battles, just like we are in our retention community. And you guys got to understand that this is the times that we're in. We're separating the real from the fake, bro, okay? You're going to be able to see who's truly authentic just by their works. And this is why I'm telling you, these guys can't come in here and stand a day in my shoes, bro. I am over here standing 10 toes, bro. I'm solid as a rock, bro. Okay. I am a master of my reality, man. Okay. And I have graduated to and ascended to the points that I've wanted to in my life. And all I'm trying to do, like I said, man, is help the rest of you guys out there who are ready to achieve this type of thing in your life. And let me tell you something. It was worth every single effort that I put in, every single struggle, every single thing that I've went through to got me to this point. It has been worth it. Okay. Because all I know is, man, I've kept my energy. It has gone inside of my body, bro. It has enhanced my avatar. I am now a sharp looking man with a sharp mind, with a goal, with a vision, bro, with the energy backing me to be able to do anything that I want in this life, man. What have I accomplished? Please, let me tell you something, man. That word accomplished doesn't give it doesn't give all the attributes that I have gained. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to show you something, man. I'm going to prove this to you. Okay. Listen to this word. Let's look at the other words for accomplishment. Just since people come in here and they want to tie everything to the word accomplishment, they don't understand what I'm saying. Well, let me explain it to you. Here's some of the similar words for the word accomplishment so you can see exactly what I'm trying to get at. Okay. The words like expert, skilled, skillful, masterly, okay, gifted, talented, genius, okay? We're talking about words, man, that I have gained since I've been retaining my seed. This is what I have been doing with my life, and this is why I am at the point that I'm in my life. So what have I accomplished? I tell you what, I've accomplished way more things than any other man has sat out on his own platform and have proclaimed. I have facts. I have the backing. I have my channel to show who I am. I took this journey seriously. None of my work that I have put up here is for a joke. Like I said, I can monetize anything on my platform. All my stuff is professional. And I did that because I retained my seed. Okay. I want you to understand that I did all of this because I retained my seed, bro. Okay. That is how I got to where I'm at. And I'm only starting to get to, be able to understand and control and wield these powers the way that I want. Okay. You got to understand, man. We're talking about, he want to talk about 4 years, 5 years, bro. Listen, man, this is something we were been supposed to doing. So how degenerate do you think you are if you can't even hold on to your seed for a year? How degenerate do you think you are? You can't even hold your seed for 6 months, bro. That shows you that you're the one who's lost, okay? And I have accomplished many feats, okay? We're talking about spiritual things that I have accomplished. We're talking about discipline, something that makes or breaks a man, something that every man should be learning. This is something that I have mastered, and yet I have people coming in here trying to start something with me, talking about what have I accomplished, man? I am a great, bro, and this is not tooting my own horn. Any man who's been retaining his seed for this significant amount of time is going to be able to tell you and express to you exactly the same thing that I am saying. Okay. I am at the top of the game. Okay. And if this world ever changes, if this world ever becomes real, I'm going to be a face that you hate wherever you go, bro, because I am going to be on the top. I have unlocked true authenticity. I will be able to create wherever I go, man. This is what you don't understand. Okay, I have the energy, I have the connection, and this is all I'm proving to you guys out here that you can do. And so all I want you guys to understand at the end of the day, okay, the longer you go, the more refined you become, okay? The way you're going to be able to take over your life, man, this is what you're going to have to do, okay? You're going to have to understand, man, all the people who have done what I've done have been disliked people, okay? We're talking about people in the past. We're talking about Christ. We're talking about all the people, bro. Buddha. Those are just the examples that we had. There's no telling how many regular people out there who didn't make it into literature, who didn't make it into textbooks, who've unlocked the things that us retainers have unlocked in our lives and left significant messages to humanity, okay, that people have never got or able to receive. Okay. The simple fact of the matter is we're doing this. All right. And we're showing you guys the receipts. We're showing you guys the proof. This is something that is mastered. Okay. Being able to sit up on a microphone, be able to talk to an audience, be able to stay focused on the topics, be able to express downloads that you have received. We're talking about gifts that no other person has. Okay. If they were, then this place on the internet would be a much more authentic place. But unfortunately, as you can see, content creators like myself are one of a kind, bro. Okay, you're going to be looking on YouTube for days, weeks, and months and years, and you may never even find it. Okay, this is why people come back, because this is a true, authentic practice. This is no placebo. This is how you get to the final level in your life. And I'm glad that you guys have subscribed to this channel. I'm glad that you guys support me. I'm glad that you guys understand that we as men, all right, have a special gift, a special ability that we are able to unlock, man. And it's called semen retention. And now you know why the community has been under attack the way it has. I told you, man, the whole purpose is to get people to not do this journey and to not take it seriously. Okay. But unfortunately, there's too many men out there who have lived in the modern times, who have been infected by all the different things in the society, and they have been forced to go within. They have been forced to make a decision. They have been forced to do the math. Okay. And the math ain't mathing when you're out here releasing your sexual life force energy and getting nothing back for it in return. Okay. You're being set up, you're being taken from, and this is the way our society is. And now you see why men, all right, have decided to opt out of all of the traditional standards that they have placed upon us in society and go within, find their own power, create their own life, man. And they're going to be able to now attract whatever it is that they want in their life. And I stand behind that 100%. My man Swayze in the building. Appreciate you for being in here, my boss, man. Appreciate you, man. I know life's hard. I know life's tough, Swayze, bro. But let me tell you something, man. The way I made it, man, is by not giving up. The way I made it, bro, is by keeping and staying focused, okay? There's going to be so many temptations, man, okay? I know you guys are going through it, man. But listen, man, I'm telling you something, man. Whatever you guys do, man, do not get caught up in what this outside world is doing. I'm telling you, they're making it too easy for you in 2026, man. And this is going to get right to most of you young men's head, because you're going to think you're this guy. You're going to think you're fly, when you can honestly look around and you can see that men are everywhere, just like women are everywhere. Okay. And the traps are set up everywhere. Okay. And what they're trying to get you to do, they're trying to get the people who are spiritually tapped in, the people who are spiritually gifted, okay, the people who have the knowledge, like semen retention, okay, they're trying to get you to falter, bro. All right. This is why they gave us the clown community, bro. You got to understand this, man. Okay. Because it's gotten a lot of you guys to reconsider what you're doing by seeing these other low vibrational negative opinions on the practice. You need to understand, man, that you have a real one in front of you. You having someone that is sitting here telling you, look what's transpired in my life. Look at the gifts that I have. Okay. All I'm using right now is just one of my gifts. What is one of my special gifts? One of my special gifts is coming on here and being authentic. Okay. Being able to connect with people. We're talking about me sitting on a microphone and you guys not even being in my space and still being able to vibrate and feel the energy that I resonate. Okay. This is what I'm talking about, bro. Now imagine this in a business setting. Imagine this when you go out and you create your own wealth. Imagine this, man, when you go out in the world, okay, full of people, bro, who do not have this type of energy, and you can see how you're able to stand out so well. And this is what I want to inspire you guys to continue to do. Okay. I know life is tough. I know life is hard. I know there's so many temptations. I know that we think we want to do so many things in our life. But if you take one bit of advice from me over everything that I've been teaching you guys over the years, take this one, bro. Okay. I am telling you about semen retention. It does something to your brain, bro. You become this person, man, who has it together. I can't explain every single thing with words. All I can do is tell you from the best way that I can and express myself the best way that I can. Okay. With the vocabulary and the experiences that I have. All right. Just understand that it will transform your life, man, and it will give you every single gift that you could possibly want. All you got to do is stay focused and stay hungry. My man Dylan Alexander in the building. Appreciate you for being up in here, bro. Thank you for supporting your man. Who is that? Is that Archangel Dave in the building? He said discipline is peace, man. Listen, that's why I love being by myself. Okay. I'm at a point right now, man, where don't get me wrong, I think women are beautiful. Okay. I think women are beautiful, but life's not about women, bro. You know, it's not. That's what they taught us. They taught us that life's about women, so we'll always be stuck in a certain energy threshold. Okay, because when you make life about women, all you're going to be doing is giving your energy to women. Okay, and again, all that's going to do is keep you stagnant. Okay, it's going to keep you in a situation, man, where you're not going to be able to elevate. Okay, because you just don't have the energy. Okay, and you know it, and I know it. Okay, you find yourself making more time for things like that and less time for yourself. Okay, less time with Source and the Creator and the Most High, sitting the in solitude, getting your meditation on, bro. Like, all you don't understand on how important all these things is to a man's psyche, and the reason why he can't block all those voices out of his head. Okay, this is why, man, so many guys out here are struggling. Okay, first and foremost, they just don't want to try, but and the secondly is, like I said, there's so many traps out here that society has perfected, man, and it's snared a lot of men. All right, and I'm telling you guys on how to break those bounds. That's right, Truth. He said, I can't believe sometimes I'm a part of this community. Lol, bro, this community is one of a kind, man, especially this one here. Let me tell you guys something. Before all of this stuff started happening on YouTube, man, I had already had a retention community. Where do you think all these fools copied off of me? Where do you think all these fools came in and started making up things like the SRC and all that? I'm telling you, listen, I have nothing against anybody who's in the retention community, but we need to keep it real on who was one of the first Negroes in this community to hold it down. Now, all these people are going to say all these other names, but that's great that you say all those other names, because guess who those people were watching? Guess who the people that you said you were watching, guess who they were watching? All right, they was watching me. Okay, so what does that tell you about the people that you were watching? All right. This is where the respect level should come in, man, because I'm telling you, I have been here. Okay. And they have never been showing my channel. And this is why a lot of you are not able to find me, not able to get this information. Okay. But I'm telling you, man, I've been the realest one since, bro. I'm just one of these people, man, that decided to make a choice in my life. I told you I was never going back to watching corn. This is why I got on NoFap. I'm not going back to touching myself. I'll never do that stuff again. Okay. And then I had to, dealt with a lot of different relationships, and I dealt with all those problems. I had the family. Okay. I had the breakup. I had, the person turn against me. So listen, I don't have any room for that anymore. Okay. So that means I'm not going to be out in the modern society trying to chase women who are just going to bring that same life to me that I walked away from. This is what you're going to attract when you go out there and you're chasing life. See, when you detach from all of that and you focus on yourself and you raise your vibration, what happens is the universe now starts listening to you. What is it that you want? What is it that you want to create? What is it that you want to attract? Okay. And when we get to this point in our lives, we want better out of our lives. And this is why we end up putting in the discipline. Okay. It's the spiritual awakening for a man. Some of us men hit it different. Some of us men are older and younger souls. All of us are different. Okay. But the thing that I want you to understand is, once it happens, okay, you're going to know, okay, because you're going to go and walk this lonely path. You're going to walk this small, narrow road, okay, on your journey, all right, until you decide on what it is that you want your life to turn out, okay? And like I said, When you have this focus, man, everything comes to you, man, and you just become one of these people where life just becomes beautiful. Okay, because like I said, now you're writing your name in the book of life. You have changed your trajectory, you have changed your path in life, and from this point out, you are now the creator. Okay, and this is what I want most men to understand. Okay, instead of being the victims and going against everything that I just said, getting caught up in those traps in society where they're just going to end up taking from you. Okay, I'm telling you how many men have been caught up in this, how many men are now destroyed because of this. Okay, and they have developed, a hateful nature. They have developed, a spiteful nature, which proves to you that these men did not heal, which proves to you that these men did not go on their journey. Okay, and therefore they're vibrating at a lower frequency instead of someone like myself who is giving you the representation of what a true divine masculine man is supposed to be and how he's supposed to conduct himself. And these are the type of things that society will try to shun. Okay, so all you guys got to understand is, man, we're all on the same path, man. All right, we're all on the same path. I'm a little bit further down that road, and all I'm trying to do to you guys is give you guys the eyes to see, man. I'm trying to give you guys the confidence and the courage and to be able to understand, man, all the things that you're going to go through this life and ultimately to get to your ultimate objective in life, man, which is become your very best version. Well, I appreciate that, Sean. I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate you for being up in here. Yeah, that song is fire, bro. Don't waste your seed, man. That's what you got to do, man. Listen, man. There's nothing wrong. Like I said, at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with you living your life. So many people are young. Hey, I get it. Live your life. Okay. Some of you guys are young in the game and you've learned this information young in the game, bro. Okay, and I applaud you. Okay, I honestly applaud you guys who are young in the game, bro, who are already got a grasp of this practice, man, and you're initiating it into your life. Okay, that's only going to help you. I'm not expecting everybody to be out here hitting home runs. I'm not expecting everybody out here to get up on God mode. Okay, all I'm trying to do is to prove to you, man, that the longer you go, okay, the better that you get. It's all up to you on who you want to be. Okay, some of you guys are cool at Super Saiyan level 1, and that's fine. Okay, like I said, I'm going for as far as I can go, and I'm telling you on how great I become. Okay, I'm telling you, I'm a little philosopher, bro. This is never me. Okay, what have you accomplished? I just I just gave you a million things, bro. I just gave you a million things, and I just keep getting more every single day. I have became a master of my life. You have no idea this type of ability that I have. Okay, I will be sought after in the world of sales. Okay, I have a charisma, I have a talent, bro. I have an attraction, I have a gift, I have a magnetism, man, that most people will never have. Okay, and this is what makes me who I am. This is why I stand out. And again, you don't get any of these types of gifts without putting in the discipline, man. This is why we're retaining sexual life force energy, because it's the most powerful energy in the world. And when you transmute it, okay, you become standout figures in the public, like public speakers, okay, like teachers, okay, like people who lead lectures, okay. I have a huge and bright future as long as I keep retaining my seed, because I'm going to keep becoming more brilliant, okay. I'm going to keep being able to create. And this is all I'm trying to prove to you guys. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up, man. Truth in Broadcasting says day 1073. Congrats, bro. Congrats, man. I know it must be tough, bro. I know it must be tough out there with all them temptations. You got your girl now, bro. You're probably being intimate. You're probably sliding up in there. You're probably holding your seed. I get it, man. I get it, man. Ain't nothing wrong with what you're doing, bro. Okay, you've gone on a pretty long journey, but I would say just make sure, man, that if that's what you want to do, okay, because you got to understand, the minute you release that seed, we're talking about you start to tap into all the stores that you've built up. I told you, I've given all of the information, man. People somehow, the slow people, the bots, the NPCs, the soulless people think that semen, bro. It's semen retention is in everybody's mouth. Semen retention is in every single culture. And then when you go look at every single culture, you find out that all of the most powerful, looked up to, sought after beings, the Christ beings in every single culture, practice this to a super high level. And yet you think that it ain't real. This is how you know you're an NPC. This is how you know you're a bot. Okay. This is how you know, because you have not practiced this. You have not created your own channel. You don't even have a picture on your channel, bro. You have done no works in life. All you have done is proven that you're a bot because you're out here chasing the materialism. Okay. This realm is not for you to be chasing materialism. This is a school of growth and elevation. You're trying to ascend to the higher dimensions, but you seem to think that this earthly realm and the physical, okay, where you express yourself in the lowest form of energy, sexual energy, okay, in the physical, when you don't understand that you are a multi-dimensional, powerful spiritual being, okay, and this life is here to learn, okay. You don't been a coomer for 15, 20 years of your life, and that's still all you can talk about. Okay, this is what I'm proving to you guys on how our society is mostly degenerate, bro. Okay, and you can see that this is indicative by these comment sections. Okay, you have all these people that come in here, and instead of saying anything positive, they always come with something negative. And like I said, this is how you know that they're a troll. And I'm just gonna put this warning out there: any of you guys that are communicating with people in my comment section, bro, that is low vibrational, that are saying things to try to get a reaction, all I want to let you know, all you have done is fallen into their trap. Okay, I don't respond to trolls. Okay, that's how you know you are doing big things, when they start showing up on your channel, when they start blocking and hiding your channel. This is how you know you are doing big things. So I don't have to prove anything at the end of the day. Okay, all I have to do is let what's happening to me be the receipts, okay, to what it is that I'm doing, and that's on everything. Philly Cheese in the building. Appreciate you for being up on here, bro. He said you should focus on whatever you want to do, okay? And again, I don't even, Philly Cheese, again, bro, who the heck are you to tell me what I should be focused on? Who are you? Exactly. You're pretty much a nobody, because we don't know who you are. You don't have no channel. You've never showed your face. You've never backed up your claims on why someone should be not talking about days, and then you're trying to tell me it's obsessive. How is counting a day that I was once counting days from something that I was once addicted to negative? I don't even need to explain to you, and this is the last time I'm going to address you, okay? I don't have to explain that, okay? You count your days because it keeps you accountable and responsible for what you're doing, okay? If you don't count your days, then how in the hell are you going to know what you're doing, where you're at, and when the gifts even kicked in? This is what I'm saying. This is how you can tell people out here aren't retaining their seed, bro. Jokes, man. I told you, depleted coomers, bro. The only people who come in here with nothing positive to add, only the people who come in here, bro, and have never done no real streaks, never done no real information. They're not teaching a class. They have no facts. They have nothing to back anything that they're saying. And they want to think that someone's going to listen to them in a lonely comment section, bro. Ain't nobody paying attention to you, bro. And that's on everything. Melvin in the building. Appreciate you for being up in here, bro. He says on day 1476 on SR. I bet, bro. Everybody says they're on something, but if I don't see no receipts, man, if you're not putting that somewhere in your life, bro, if you're not giving back, if you're only in the comment section saying what you're doing, bro, it's kind of hard for me to believe in 2026, bro. And that's no disrespect to anybody, man. There's so many people out here saying they're doing this and they're doing that. If that's the case, bro, you would have some super gifts. You would have things that you'd be wanting to eagerly share with people. And the shyness of not having, the shyness of having a channel would go away almost instantaneously. Okay. Again, anybody that's out here truly having OGIS, They're not going to be sitting back, not doing anything with it. They're going to be creating so much. And again, this is only a small form of creation for me. And I think at the minimum, if the people are out here talking about they're doing retention and they're not online and they're not giving back and they're not creating, man, okay, it's just not a good look, bro. Okay, you have to do something with the energy, and there should be no excuse if someone is holding their seed for that long. They shouldn't have some of these things that I'm talking about going on. Facts. I don't need to. Thanks, truth, but we don't need to explain that to these people, man. I don't have to explain that to people who don't matter. Like I said, they come in here and they just try to seek some type of attention. Worry about your life, man. Okay. You don't seem to understand that the longer you go, the more stores that you built up. Again, all you guys are doing is proving that you've skipped every single classroom session that we've had and you've learned nothing. Okay, because I've already given the facts from every single culture. And the facts are in every single culture is at a certain amount of days, certain amount of things start to happen. So why in the heck would you not be counting your days? Lol. Oh, I appreciate that, soul, man. That's what's up, bro. Jim says, I count now, bro. You got to. You got to. When we were ignorant, man, when we were in our days of ignorance, man, we didn't take those things into consideration. Okay. We would be listening to other people's opinions. But again, if you're trying to go on this and you're trying to see where certain gifts kick in, okay, this is exactly what you're going to have to do. Any and everybody, man, who has made some type of mark in this world has gone some significant time and they remember exactly how much time that they put in. I haven't met one person in this whole world to be like, I created all these things, but I don't remember what day on semen retention I got to. I don't remember how many days I've been holding my Otis, which is responsible for the energy building up, but you have no idea on how long you've been holding it. So you have no idea when certain things kicked in. Therefore, that means you're not going to be able to teach and help somebody else, you know, along in their journey. And this is why I said this is all cap. Okay. I'm the person up here really holding my seat for real. Okay. I'm up here telling you on what it is. I'm not listening to someone who has not went as long as me, bro. It's a huge difference. We're talking about time. We're talking about experience. We're talking about learning different things. Okay. The longer you go in school, the more you're going to learn. But somehow the longer you go on semen retention, the less you're going to learn. Come on, bro. Make sense of this whole subject. That's what's up, bro. That's it, bro. I'm trying to tell you that's it, man. And like I said, a lot of people, man, again, no offense, bro. A lot of people, like I said, man, a lot of people think they are some special type of retainer, but they have no credentials. And this only hurts your case, man. This only hurts you coming up here and trying to speak on something. You know, it's like you're trying to walk into, you know, some kind of like, you know, courthouse or something, and you want to be listened to. You have no credentials, okay? You have nothing. And all you want to do is come up here and bark your opinion. You're not going to get very far with that, okay? And this is why I said, man, it doesn't even appease me, man, because I know what I'm doing. I know how special it is that I'm doing. I know just based off of how society has done shown me the dark side of this world, and these people and these hidden groups in this world have came out of nowhere and they want me to be a part of their organizations. Okay, listen, just for that simple fact alone lets me know that I'm doing something that none of y'all doing. I'm being approached, I'm being offered, you know, lifestyles changes simply just for me being me. Okay. And until you can even grasp what I'm saying, man, just further proves to me that you have no idea what you're doing on this thing called semen retention. That's right, bro. That's a fact, man. Watching that corn is terrible, bro. That, man, you guys gotta understand, man. That corn, man, it robs you in two ways. Number one, it gets you to release your energy, which is the ultimate goal. That's where it's going to take the most energy from you. But you also don't understand, like I said, the spiritual aspect. We're talking about a mental drain. We're talking about something that you put in your subconscious. We're talking about something now that's going to become an addiction. Okay. And it's going to be stimulated by certain, environmental factors that you run into. Okay. Like, like too much skin, or low vibrational acts on the TV, okay, the music, all of these different things hinder you, man, when you are weak in life force energy. And this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. It's bad in every single way, okay? The worst symptom that you get for that is when you end up releasing your seed, okay? But everything that involves in that is going to end up robbing you and taking from you at the end, and I promise you that. Oh, I appreciate you for being up in here, Daniel, man. Appreciate you for being up in here, man. Like I said, man, look, bro. Look, bro. I don't understand, man. Again, if you was up here teaching a class, man, and you had to teach a class, all right? And then you have to explain to your class, listen, every single time that you release your life force energy, you're losing a little bit of your life. How are you going to explain that to somebody? Come on now. I'm giving you guys out there who think you have a stance to say something. Okay, well, prove it to me. If I had just given you the facts that every single time a man releases his life force energy, he is losing his life, how are you going to present that to people and get them to understand the importance of what it is that we're doing? Exactly. Number one, you're going to have to learn, how to talk to an audience. You're going to have to learn how to control your emotions. You're going to have to learn how to control your opinions and your feelings. When I tell you I've accomplished so much, I can't believe people even have the audacity to even challenge me on something like that. Okay. And we're talking about insignificant people, bro, who are sitting behind a damn screen name with no channel, with no life, with no facts, who will never walk up to me in real life and show me their face, where I could sit back and tell them, I can look directly into their soul and tell them that they're not really who they are. Okay, we're talking about a spiritual practice over here that you gain tremendous amounts of benefits for the longest you go. And they have people in here who have never even put in an ounce of practice trying to critique somebody up here who is the teacher. Okay, again, you have the same ability as me. If you wanted to be a teacher, all you have to do is go on this journey. You can't be a teacher of a specific subject if you have absolutely no experience, okay? Absolutely no education on the subject matter, okay? You be looking like a poser, all right? And this is why I tell you things like counting your days are receipts. Things like counting your days are proving your validation and what it is that you are presenting to your audience, all right? And that is the facts. That's right, bro. You got to stay locked in, bro, at all times, man. That's what we have to do, bro. He said women are selfish as F, bro. You know what I did, bro? You know how I just took my power back, bro. You know what I did with women, bro? I took my power back. They can't use that little funk box against me, bro. They done given out that funk box so much, bro, that it's not all women. I'm not categorizing all women. But what I'm saying is the majority of the women have used that little funk box as their negotiation piece for so long that when they meet somebody who retains their sexual life force energy, who has evolved from that type of behavior, then it comes down to, who are you in the soul? Who are you really? Okay, what do you truly have to offer? Because like I said, this society has done such a great job at devaluing the funk box, bro. Now it's just being passed around and people don't value that intimacy like they once used to. And this is why I be telling women, in order to women to get their power back, they don't seem to understand that they need to stop giving out the box. Okay, not only is that going to help them themselves, because the women don't seem to understand that they have the same issue that we have. Okay, they can release the same amount of fluids, the same amount of energy as a man does, and it robs them just the same. Okay, it robs their nervous system. It makes them age faster. Okay, they have that little ball down there there, bro, and that little thing, you know, does the exact same thing as the man's phallus, bro. Okay, the stimulation of that little ball, the releasing of those fluids, okay, it does the exact same thing. And they need to understand, man, in order for them to get back into their true power, okay, and to be able to tip the scales on their favor, they need to make the value of their box valuable again. Okay, we're not talking about something that money can buy. See, I don't understand why any woman in this world has traded her box for money. Money has no value. Okay, I want you to understand this, ladies, only because I care about you. I honestly do. I don't sit up here and bash women. I sit up here and tell the truth. Okay, I love women, and I wish they were in their higher selves again, because all of this, you know, useless procreation wouldn't be happening. Okay, all these women wouldn't be out here divorcing these men, running through men, because they're having to deal with men based off a society standard, the way that the money system is set up. This is the only way they're going to be able to have any kind of a lifestyle, is to be able to join and be involved in this type of, you know, society. And that's unfortunate. But I just want the women to understand, man, in order for you guys, you ladies, to get your power back, you got to stop giving away the box. You got to make that box so hard to attain. Sure, there could be part money there. You can use part of the money to dictate a man getting some box, but I want that to be the last thing that you use. A man has got to have truly good intentions. A man has to have true discipline. You should be able to have and outlast your man. You should be able to make that man really earn that intimacy, okay? Just like it used to be a long time ago. But like I said, the society has been corrupted now. Women have been coerced. Women have been talked down on their value, okay? And now they are trading something that is so priceless, bro, for something that is worth absolutely nothing. And because of that, like I said, now a lot of women, you know, have been, you know, infiltrated with these negative energies, okay? They're sleeping with these men who have, you know, low negative energy, who have bad intentions and energy transfers, okay? And these women get with these men and they be with them for a long time, and they end up divorcing these men, and they end up taking half their stuff. And now, like I said, this is what we're dealing with, okay? Instead, all the women need to do in our society is just take their power back. Stop giving that golden box to men who are not worthy, okay? Money is never going to be worthy of the price of what it is that you have to offer, lady. I want you to understand that. There's no money in the world worth that. And the simple fact that some busted down man with the worst hairline ever, okay, convinced you that just because he can pay for bills, a house, and a car off of a system that has already been rigged, okay, that he had to go join in to be rigged, okay, is not worthy of having you. I'm not worthy of having something so sacred given to him based off of materialism of a system that has absolutely no value. Again, until we get back to that point, man, things are never going to change in our society. But it's us job as men is to, like I said, we're starting this whole power transfer, okay, by taking our power back. This is why we're doing all these different things in our lives as men, because we are shifting the power. One less man out there being a depleted coomer, okay, being an OnlyFans participant, okay, that's one less woman out there who's going to be able to take advantage of, all right, and be able to be misused and used in a bad way. This is why we are doing what we're doing in 2026, and I want you guys to understand it all starts with us first. I appreciate that, Dylan, man. Like I said, bro, my stance on women, bro, is, like I said, I had to be firm with them, and I had to show them that that's not what I'm about. Bro, listen to me, man, okay? I know you guys know when I tell you it's the truth, man, okay? I have no reason to lie on how many times I could have easily came off my seed in the last 4 years, okay? I'm not kidding you, okay? Easily could have came off my seed, but guess what? I told you I'm not doing that no more with people who I don't vibrate with, okay? Yeah, sure, the girl might have looked good. Yeah, sure, the girl might have something that I was attracted to. Yeah, sure, all of that. But let me tell you something, man. I told you I value my peace more than anything. And every relationship that I have been in, the peace is the first thing to get destroyed. Okay. And I'm never going to invite that type of behavior back into my life based off a weakness that I have of lust. Okay. When I stopped looking at the women for lust, bro, I started to respect them more. Okay. And what that does for me from this point on out, okay, it makes it become a level playing field. This now I'm looking for other things to be attracted to. I'm more attracted to a woman's mind. I want to hear a woman talk positively, know how to critical think, know how to break down her own problems, know how to fix her own emotional problems, and not try to lean on me to always make her happy and complete. I'm looking for a woman who has done the work just like I have. And that's a very rare woman. But I told you, in order to get that rare woman, and in order to get that true ruby, that needle in a haystack, this is what you're going to have to do, because you're going to have to be a magnet to that haystack, and you're going to have to attract that needle. And this is what we're doing on sexual energy retention. You guys are funny, bro. You guys are funny, bro. I love my comment section, man. You guys are hella funny, bro. My favorite word, bro. Okay. Bro and okay, bro, are my two favorite words, bro. I got to keep it real, bro and okay. Oh, bro, that's funny, man. Yes, man, that's true, bro. That's true. But like I said, guys, all you got to do is now from this point out, you got to understand you just got to be firm with women, okay? You got to show them that, you know, you're mature. You got to show them that you're a real man. You got to show them that you're a true divine masculine, okay? Again, I believe once you've gotten to this point in your life, you're going to have so much attraction. You're going to have so many options. But again, we all know once you start to get involved in a relationship, once you guys start to mix sexual energies together, all right, going into it ignorantly, not understanding that both of you got to understand on how to, you know, conserve your energy, hold back your energy, and, you know, release and control on how much of that you are wasting, or that's going to pull your relationship apart. Okay. This is what happens. All right. And this is why we are learning these things. And in order for you to get that power back, man, you're going to have to be the strong one. Okay. Cause she has the power over you, man. This is why we have to disappear as men. This is why we have to go into solitude. This is why we got to walk away from society, because if we don't, man, we're just going to eventually fall into her trap, man. The woman is more powerful in that way. You need to understand that. We have to respect her in that way, because she is way more powerful in us when it comes to that. Okay. We will end up falling into her. We will end up, you know, being soft and, you know, being vulnerable over her. Okay. Because we can't control ourselves. And in order for us to do that, like I said, you got to get some masculinity about yourself. And the only way you're going to do that is have full balls, bro. Okay. That is the only way that you're going to be able to do this. I want you to understand you got to have full balls in order to combat these women, man. Okay. And if you don't, like I said, you're just going to end up being a victim at the end of the day. Yes, sir. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. You gotta tell these ladies, bro. You gotta tell them, man. You gotta stand firm. You gotta stand firm, bro. Okay. The minute you get in these relationships and you just start giving yourself away like that, bro, and you don't have any limitations, and you don't have any moderation, man, bro. I'm telling you what's gonna happen, man. I told you, once she sees that you put all your value into value in the sex, bro, this is where you lose the power. Okay. Because now she knows this is all that you're focused on. And from that point, man, like I said, she's going to end up losing attraction for you, because that's all you concerned about. Okay. you don't have any masculinity left about yourself, man. Okay, you're in Lustville all the time, man, and she ends up controlling you, bro. Listen, man, I've seen this so many times in so many of my relationships, and I get it. Like at the end of the day, you have to respect that the woman is powerful in that way, and until you give her respect in that way, bro, then you're just gonna keep being a victim. Okay, you're gonna keep being in these relationships where you lose, she loses attraction for you, because you just become an attached person, man. You become very centered on that low vibrational, low frequency energy, man. And she ends up sensing that, man. So you got to be strong, man. You got to be strong, man. And like I said, when she starts to get tough with you, you got to get tough back by saying no more D. She can get all that other attention, but she get no dick.
Under her fucking picture. Man, it was never but a damn picture. Why are you following her? Why are you following her? You got me fucked up. You keep up. You ain't gon' do shit. No more dick. No more dick. No more dick. No more dick. Keep no more dick. Keep talking. No more dick. No more dick. No more dick. Now I sat there and told you and them but a damn picture. Now you sit back and shut up or you won't get no more dick. You hungry? What you want to eat? McDonald's? Chick-fil-A? All right then. No more dick.
That's the way you got to be with women, bro. I'm telling you. That's how you take your masculinity back, bro. That's how you get your power back. That's how we bring the balance back, bro. Okay, you got to understand. You got to make that a very precious commodity. Okay, that happy ending, bro. You can't just be giving that out. You can't just be tricking that out, bro. Okay, that happy ending's got to be earned. That happy ending, man, it's got to be something, bro, that's special. But instead, like I said, we give it out to the burglars, okay? We give it out to the hamburglers, bro. Okay, we give it out to the girls that we have no business giving it out to. Okay, we be out the clubs hanging until the club closed around 2:45, 3 a.m. in the morning, bro. And we catching that last straggler going out of the club, bro. And this is what we're doing, man. Okay, and a lot of us guys, unfortunately, are falling into traps like that, man. And we're end up bringing life into this world, man, that we have no intentions on taking care of. And again, like I said, man, this is why we are doing what we're doing, man, because we're over all this. We want to finally attract what is meant for us. And the only way we're going to do that, like I said, you guys, is to go back to nature, man. Go back to being natural. Create your pheromones, man. Attract who is truly attracted to you. And this is what semen retention is going to provide for you. Facts, brother. Pierce the Third in the building. Appreciate you for being up in here, player. Good to see you, my man. Good to see you, Pierce. I hope you're doing good, bro. Tell him, bro. Tell him, bro. It's the facts, man. It's the facts, bro. Yeah, it is. It is, right? He said, be careful, bro. It'll be hard to slide out. It is, man. And like I said, that's why I give them their power, bro. I don't sit back here, man, and act like women don't have the power. I respect them, man. This is why I keep my distance from them, because I've been in the power of women. I've seen the power of women. Bro, I told you guys how, I used to hang out with certain girls I wasn't even attracted to, but then you start hanging out with them long enough, man. And like I said, if you're not strong enough, eventually her power is going to succumb to you. What is her power? Her power is taking your power. That's why she's more powerful than you, because she takes your power. And then guess what happens when she takes your power? You get weak. Let me tell you how you get weak, because you end up calling her about 2-3 days later wanting to come and release your power again, right? Tell the truth, okay? She could be someone that you probably not even really attracted to. But since she got your power that one time, now you want to come back and release your power again. And then it becomes a cycle. Then you come back again and again. And guess what? For the third or fourth time you come back, that's when she knows she got you, okay? And that's when things start to change. That's when the control comes in. That's when you now have lost your power. And all I'm trying to prove to you guys is this is what happens. This is why you got to moderate your seed. This is why we are on semen retention. There should be no excuse for you out here as a man to be walking around all negligent with your glow. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Yeah, I told him, bro, listen, man. People just don't care, man, at the end of the day, bro. And I'm not going to sit here and, try to sit back and act like, hey, man, they're not going to listen to all your messages. I know most people aren't going to listen to the messages, bro, because most of the people aren't trying. That's why they come here. They try to come here and try to find something wrong with what I'm saying, but they can't, because everything here is logical. I don't go off of my feelings. I don't go off of opinions. I go off of logic, okay? Things that we can interpret with our own two eyes, all right? And the smartest thing would be able to do in the modern world, like I said, is be protecting your seed. Okay, try what these men have left in the literature behind. Carl Jung, all these different guys that people want to sit here and ignore and act like what we're doing is not truly relevant. It is, bro. It's just most people are uneducated. They come here for their informations. They don't go do any independent research on their own, and therefore they're going to always be in lack of the knowledge. And this is why they come here and they look ridiculous in the comment section, asking questions that one could probably already answered themselves if they would have gone on this journey. And that's just what it is, man. So that's all I really wanted to tell you guys, man. I just wanted to tell you guys, man, how I'm feeling, man, on my 1,500 days of hard mode retention, bro. I've accomplished so much, man. There's nothing, nobody out there, man, can tell me to bring me down or tell me otherwise. I get compliments from some pretty reputable men in our community. Let me give you an example of a reputable man who sees what I'm doing, who has complimented me, and who is a pretty big figure on YouTube. He's came to my channel and complimented me. Okay, we're talking about Ancient Archives. All you guys know who Ancient Archives. He's almost got 100,000 subscribers, bro. And he comes to my channel and he tells me that I'm doing a good job. He can see the things that I'm doing. Okay. That for me, man, again, I'm going to take the respects of the people who really are doing something in this world, and not people who are in the comment section who choose to only be in a certain frequency. Okay. I've been told by members of secret organizations. I've had people come to me and offer me different types of jobs. You're not going to tell me nothing, bro. Okay. You're not on my level, and that's why you're hating. Okay. This is why I'm in this position that I am. I have I've accumulated over 1 million views on this channel. Okay, a channel that is purposely hidden. Do you know how hard it is to get 1 million views on YouTube on a channel that is hidden? I'm not talking about trends. I'm not talking about celebrities. I'm not talking about things that you see in the FYP. I'm talking about the real. I'm talking about the stuff that could get you into trouble. Okay. This is why I know what I'm doing is successful, and I'm proving it with my work. So I appreciate all you guys that came up in here. Your boy's about to dip up out of here. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, man. I hope you guys are taking, like I said, your journey seriously, man, and understand, man, that this is what's going on, man. Okay. You got a bunch of people out here who are low vibrational, man, who have no idea what it is that you're doing. But one day they're going to be those people sitting back in the crowd, watching you ascend to the heights that you're going to ascend, unlock all the different gifts that you're going to unlock, and create a life that is almost unbelievable. And they're going to see it start right here on YouTube with their own very eyes, and understanding that everything that you've done was not a joke. Okay, everything that you've done, man, you have the receipts, man. You have all of the information to back it, bro, and you've proved it. And this is all I'm trying to show you guys. You can attract and accomplish the same thing. So you guys have a good rest of the day. I love you guys. You guys take care of yourselves, and I will talk to all you guys on the next ones. Peace, fellas.
Hi, I am Kim Kardashian. You are now listening to TSLK Radio, the hottest retainer in the game.
Unstoppable! Have you confessed your sins?
Semen retention can change your life. Even if you lie. Even if you lie. This shit is possible. Even if you lie. Semen retention can change your life. Even if you lie.
The sword of despair!
Even if you lie. This shit is possible. Even if you lie. Even if you lie. Yoga fire. Semen retention can change your life. Semen retention can change your life. Even if you lie. Even if you lie. This shit is possible. Even if you lie. Semen retention can change your life. Even if you lie. Even if you lie. This shit is possible. Even if you lie.
Ultra Combo! Your madness, how it shines like a beacon! I have not finished with you yet!
This isn't easy for me. I know we've been together a long time, but I found somebody else. Okay? I'm in love. Don't look at me like that. We can still be friends. You can come into my room whenever you want. We just can't. No. No! Okay, just one time. Yeah, that's it.
You are now listening to TSLK Radio, the realest retainer in the game. For real, for real. The Shaved Lion King. You are now listening to retention. For real, for real.